These 6 symptoms are killing seniors over 55. Don't ignore them. Have you ever felt just a little off but figured it was nothing serious? For people over 55, ignoring small signs could be a deadly mistake. The truth is, some of the most dangerous health issues sneak up on you without warning. No pain, no strong symptoms, just silent damage happening inside your body. That's why today we're exposing 6 silent symptoms that are quietly threatening the health and lives of seniors everywhere. These aren't rare diseases, they're surprisingly common. And the worst part? Many people don't even know they have them until it's too late. We're talking about things like high blood pressure, silent heart attacks, and even a deadly sleep disorder that could strike while you're sleeping. But here's the good news: once you know what to watch for, you can do something about it. So, if you or someone you love is over 55, this is a must-watch. Stay with us until the end, because we'll also cover how to catch these killers early and possibly save your life. And hey, if you care about your health and want more life-saving tips, don't forget to subscribe for more warnings, advice, and healthy living info. They call it the silent killer for a reason. High blood pressure or hypertension often shows no symptoms at all, yet it's one of the leading causes of heart attacks, strokes, kidney failure, and even death in people over 55. You might feel totally fine while your blood pressure is quietly damaging your arteries, your heart, your brain. That's the scary part. Most people don't even realize they have it until something serious happens, and by then it can be too late. So what exactly is high blood pressure? It's when the force of blood pushing against your artery walls is consistently too high. Over time, this pressure weakens your blood vessels, especially the small, delicate ones in places like your eyes, kidneys, and brain. Some early warning signs, if they show up at all, can include headaches, blurry vision, shortness of breath, or dizziness. But many seniors don't notice anything until they have a health scare. The good news? It's very manageable if caught early. Regular checkups are key. Just getting your blood pressure checked at the pharmacy or during a routine doctor visit can be life-saving, and small changes like cutting salt, exercising more, and quitting smoking can make a huge difference. Don't let high blood pressure lurk in the background of your life. It may be silent, but it's deadly, and it doesn't care how good you feel right now. Heart disease isn't always loud and dramatic. Sometimes it sneaks in quietly, without chest pain, without shortness of breath, and without the big warning signs we usually expect. That's why it's one of the most dangerous threats to seniors over 55. In fact, many people have what's called a silent heart attack and don't even know it happened. There's no crushing chest pain like in the movies. Instead, you might feel a little tired, maybe a bit nauseous, or have some mild discomfort in your jaw, neck, or back. Sounds easy to brush off, right? That's exactly the problem. Silent heart disease can develop slowly as plaque builds up in the arteries. Over time, it restricts blood flow, starving the heart of oxygen without causing immediate pain. Eventually, this can lead to a heart attack, heart failure, or sudden cardiac arrest. The risk goes up if you have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, or if you smoke. But family history and stress can also play a role. So what can you do? Get regular heart checkups. That includes cholesterol tests, stress tests, and sometimes even a heart scan. Know your numbers. And most importantly, don't ignore weird fatigue, indigestion, or random discomfort. These could be your body's subtle cry for help. Catching heart disease early can be the difference between a manageable condition and a life-altering event. You'd think something as serious as diabetes would come with loud, obvious symptoms, right? But type 2 diabetes often creeps up slowly, especially in people over 55, and it can be doing real damage long before you notice a thing. In the early stages, you might just feel a little more tired than usual. Maybe you're thirstier or using the bathroom more often. It's easy to chalk it up to aging or not sleeping well, but these subtle shifts can be early signs that your blood sugar is out of control. When diabetes goes unnoticed, it silently attacks your nerves, your eyesight, your kidneys, and your blood vessels. It can even lead to strokes or heart attacks if left untreated. And the scariest part, some people don't get diagnosed until they're in the emergency room. If you have a family history of diabetes, are overweight, or live a sedentary lifestyle, your risk goes up dramatically. But with regular blood sugar testing and some simple changes like cutting back on sugar, eating balanced meals and staying active, you can catch it early or even prevent it altogether. So, if you've been brushing off unusual tiredness, blurry vision or unexpected weight loss, it might be time to talk to your doctor. And if you've experienced any of these signs yourself or want to share how you stay on top of your health, drop a comment below. Your story might help someone else catch diabetes early. You can't feel your bones getting weaker, but osteoporosis is doing just that to millions of people over 55, especially women. It's one of the most under-the-radar health issues out there, and by the time most people realize they have it, it's because something has already broken. Osteoporosis means your bones have become porous, fragile, and way more likely to fracture. And we're not just talking about big falls. Sometimes just bending over or sneezing can cause a break in someone with severe bone loss. It's especially dangerous because there's often no pain until a fracture occurs. A broken hip, spine, or wrist can mean long recovery times, loss of independence, or even deadly complications for seniors. Postmenopausal women are most at risk due to the drop in estrogen levels, but men aren't safe either. A lack of calcium, vitamin D, exercise, or even too much alcohol can weaken bones over time. The fix? Start with a bone density scan. It's quick, painless, and tells you where you stand. Add weight-bearing exercises like walking or light strength training to your routine. Eat foods rich in calcium and vitamin D, or talk to your doctor about supplements. Don't wait for a break to find out your bones are in trouble. Here's a condition you don't hear about often, but it's way more common and dangerous than people realize. Peripheral artery disease, or PAD. PAD happens when your arteries, especially in your legs, start to narrow due to plaque buildup. That means blood has a harder time getting to your muscles and organs. Over time, that poor circulation can lead to pain, numbness, infections, and in the worst cases, amputation. What makes PAD tricky is how subtle it can be. You might feel a cramp in your calf when walking, or your feet might feel cold or tingly. Maybe your toenails don't grow like they used to, or you have a sore that just won't heal. These might seem like little things until they're not. PAD is also a big red flag. If your leg arteries are getting blocked, there's a good chance your heart and brain arteries are too, putting you at risk for heart attack and stroke. If you smoke, have diabetes, high cholesterol, or high blood pressure, your chances of getting PAD go way up. But there's good news. Early detection through something as simple as checking your pulse in your feet or an ankle brachial index test can catch it before it gets serious. Ever experienced unexplained leg pain or numbness? Drop a comment below and let others know what you learned. Your story could seriously help someone else. Think you're just a loud snorer? It might be more than that. Sleep apnea is a sleep disorder that affects millions of older adults, and most don't even know they have it. That's what makes it so dangerous. With sleep apnea, your breathing stops and starts repeatedly during the night, sometimes hundreds of times. Each time, your brain gets a little jolt to wake you up just enough to start breathing again. You may not remember it, but your body sure does. The result? Poor sleep, fatigue, memory problems, and in serious cases, heart disease, high blood pressure, stroke, and sudden death while sleeping. Some signs to watch for include loud snoring, gasping for air during sleep, waking up with a dry mouth or headache, and feeling exhausted even after a full night in bed. A lot of people blame age for their tiredness, but sleep apnea could be the hidden culprit. It's more common if you're overweight, have a thick neck, or have a family history of the condition. Thankfully, there are treatments like CPAP machines, oral devices, or even surgery that can restore your sleep and protect your heart. If you've ever been told you snore like a freight train, or you feel tired no matter how much you sleep, don't ignore it. Get a sleep study and take control of your rest. Getting older doesn't have to mean getting sicker, but only if you pay attention to the quiet signals your body's sending. High blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, osteoporosis, PAD, and sleep apnea, they're all sneaky, silent, and potentially deadly. But they don't have to be. Stay on top of your health. Schedule regular checkups, listen to your body, and don't ignore the small stuff. It could save your life or someone you love. If this video helped you, hit that like button, subscribe for more health warnings, and leave a comment if you've got something to share. Let's look out for each other.